please do not catfish the manager. That's not cool at all. Save yourself the time, save yourself the trouble, save yourself the embarrassment.
Who do I think I was? I cannot believe I recorded that video in August of 2017. I recorded this video 3 years ago, and here I am making a whole new Hooters video 3 years later. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Rochelle Arnay, or you can just call me BA for short. And on this channel we do fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and beyond. In today's video I have a lifestyle type video. It's going to be the pros and cons about working at Hooters. Yes, the pros and cons about working at Hooters. If you don't already know, a little backstory about me. I've been with the company since April of 2014, so this year made 6 years. Yes, 6 long years for working for the company, and I don't regret it at all. Working at Hooters has literally been one of the best decisions that I ever made. So if you guys are thinking about working at Hooters, I have a little inside scoop on some pros as well as some cons, because I mean there's always cons to a job. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So I really wasn't sure if I wanted to start off with the pros or the cons. I really didn't want to end the video on a bad note, but I do think it's best to go ahead and talk about the pros. So I do have 4 pros as well as 4 cons to working at Hooters. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I did jot down some notes and I don't want to miss anything, so I will be looking up and down occasionally just so I make sure I hit every point. So the first thing is flexibility. So working at Hooters, you are not working a 5 days a week, 8-hour shift like a typical job. You're basically working whatever you are available to work. If that's 2 days out the week, if that's all you can work, then let them know that. I will say though, if you are brand new, if you're just starting to work at Hooters, you probably want to at least give them 4 days a week to work and then work your way on up. If you are working at a store that is fully staffed, then they should probably have no issues with you working once or twice a week if that's all that you can work. A lot of girls use Hooters as a second job, a side hustle, or you know, they're just doing it for extra money or extra income for the month, which is what I do. I used to work at Hooters full-time for about 3 years, but I do have a professional job now, so I only work at Hooters 2 times out of the week. Another good thing with flexibility is you can always pick up a shift throughout the week. You can always give up a shift, or you can always swap a shift. So if you know you only got scheduled 4 days out of the week and you want to work an extra day, you're just bored, or you want to make some extra money, you can always go in and take another girl's shift if she's giving that shift up. You can always swap a shift with somebody. So say someone got scheduled on a Monday and you got scheduled on a Thursday, but they can't work that Monday and you don't want to work on Thursday, you rather work on Monday. You guys can swap shifts, so she can work your shift and you can work her shift, or you can always give up a shift. So if something happens, you know, last minute, or what if a manager schedules you on a day that you can't work, you can always go into the computer and drop that shift, which means another girl has the ability to pick it up. So whether you want working at Hooters to be a full-time job or a part-time job, you will get the benefit of flexibility anyway. I mean, it's just a really flexible job. I really can't explain it any more than what I already did. It's just very flexible. So if you are a busy person, if you're not trying to work 24/7, then Hooters would be very great for you. So the second pro is networking / environment. So working at Hooters, being a Hooter girl, is so much fun. Working at Hooters is not like your typical restaurant. It's so fun. Like, there's literally never a dull moment. You have the opportunity to like play cards, play Uno, spades, whatever card games you want to play with your tables, dominoes. You can hula hoop around the store with your customers or other Hooters girls. A lot of times in my store we like to play Wingo, which is the Hooters version of bingo. So that can be really fun, and it becomes competitive with your coworkers. The jukebox is always playing really great music. You know, you can dance with your customers. it's just very fun. And working at Hooters, you are encouraged to talk to your tables. It's not one of those restaurant jobs where you just drop the food off, drop the drinks off, and go. No, you're encouraged to actually sit there and talk to the table. So with that being said, that goes into the networking part. So working at Hooters, you literally meet so many different people a day. You meet doctors, lawyers, teachers, realtors, professors. You just meet everybody, talent directors, truck drivers. You meet so many different people, and it's crazy how meeting those people can put you in a better position. Like, I've met so many people by working at Hooters, and I've networked with so many different people just by connecting with them at Hooters. It's crazy now because one of my mentors was actually somebody that I met at Hooters, and I really look up to this person, and I aspire to be a lot like this person, and they are now my mentor, and I met them working at Hooters. There's a lot of girls now that they worked at Hooters full time. They met somebody who was already in the field of what they were pursuing to do, and those people put them in a better position. Those people that they met at Hooters, those customers, gave them jobs with great pay, great benefits. And those girls, some of them do still work at Hooters, but it's just like part-time, just like a second job for them. But it's just crazy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if you work at Hooters, talk to your tables, network, because there are so many great opportunities. And even with my job that I have now, two of my customers, they were actually people that I listed as a reference because they know my work ethic. They know me personally. They know how I work, and they know how I operate as a worker. So I did list two of those people as references. There's even been times where people like casting directors have come into Hooters specifically looking for girls for like music videos, girls that can possibly dance on stage with performers or artists. Literally, you have to network because you never know who is sitting at your table. So I think that working at Hooters, one of the best pros is definitely networking. So yeah, working at Hooters, the environment is super fun. It's not so uptight. It's not like a strict policy or rule where you have to do this, you have to do that, do this, do that. No, literally be yourself. But okay, hold on. If you're not friendly, you gotta fake it till you make it. But be yourself, but be friendly. That's really the main thing they want us to do, is just be friendly. Be friendly. It's a very fun, free-spirited type environment. Be friendly, network with your tables, get to know your guests, and have fun. The third pro about working at Hooters is my favorite, and that's opportunities. No, I'm not an opportunist, but the opportunities at Hooters are so amazing. So let's start off with positions. So some Hooters does it this way, some Hooters don't. Some Hooters will automatically start girls off as a host, and they have to work their way up. Some Hooters will start some girls off as hosts and some girls off as Hooter girls, depending on what they are looking for. So working at Hooters, you have the opportunity to move up, and you have the opportunity to move up fast, like really fast. So it goes host, which you're at the door, you're greeting people, you're the first person that people see when they walk through the door. You're greeting people, you're sitting people, and you're taking to-go orders. And then you become a Hooters girl if your store didn't hire you as a Hooter girl. But if your store hires you as a Hooters girl, then you're basically the server, of course. We all know what a Hooters girl is. And then from Hooters girl, you go to being a trainer. And a trainer is basically a girl who can host and a girl that can be a Hooters girl, and she basically trains the new girls that come into work. So your responsibility will be training new girls. And I don't know, being a trainer, at first I used to look at it like, I'm just a trainer, I'm training new girls, like not a big deal. But now I take so much pride in being a trainer because literally I've seen where Hooters has taken me. From 2014 until now, 2020, I want every girl to be able to experience the things that I've experienced working at Hooters, as well as some of my close friends who are all the way up here with Hooters. Like, I want girls to experience that. So I want girls to know, like, this is what you have to do to make it up here. I mean, you have an option. If you want to stay on this level and just be a Hooters girl, like make your money, go home, you don't want to be involved in anything else, cool. But if you want to travel, be in the calendar, be in bikini contest, be in the pageant, you have to be up here. So I love being able to take girls in under my wing and train them to be the best Hooters girls that they can be. And I became a trainer. I started working there in 2014. I became a trainer in 2016. Yeah. I became a trainer in 2016, and I've been training ever since then. And like I said, now I really take pride in being a trainer because I love putting people in a really good position. I love letting people know, like, you know, you may think it's just Hooters and you're just serving chicken and cold beer, but literally Hooters can take you up here. So yeah, I really do enjoy being a trainer. After you become a trainer and you've trained a few girls, next is being a bartender. So a bartender, we all know what a bartender is. The bartender basically makes the drink. So the bartender, she knows how to host, she knows how to be a Hooters girl, she knows how to train, and now she is the freaking bartender. Oh God. So like I said, I've been working at Hooters since 2014. I got hired in as a Hooters girl. I started being a trainer in 2016. And then I recently became a bartender 2019. Yeah. Toward the end of last year, maybe like November 2019, I became a bartender. Now I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to become a bartender. It's very competitive. Like, they're only gonna put the best girls behind the bar because you're responsible for, you know, liquor and beer and the count, and it's a huge responsibility. So they're not just gonna throw anyone back there, but it definitely won't take that long to become a bartender. Like, I've been asked and they've approached me so many times before 2019 to become a bartender, but I was always so scared. I don't know why. It's just, the bar at Hooters is huge. There's so many drinks, so many beers, and I'm like, I'm not mentally stable for that. Like, I'm gonna forget how to make a drink. Like, I don't know why. I always turned it down. And then pretty much we lost a lot of bartenders, so I kind of was forced to become a bartender. And y'all, when I say I love it, I love it. I don't want to say I hate it, but I don't even like serving on the floor no more. Like, I want to be behind the bar every time I work, because for one, you're in your own little space. You don't have to worry about what's going on on the floor. You don't have to worry about what the other girls are doing, what customers on the floor got going on. Literally, your bar is your little space. Your people at the bar, you're making drinks. Like, you just do your thing back there. And the money, I'm gonna get some money later, but the money behind the bar, oh geez. I made really good money as a Hooters girl, but when I got behind the bar, I made twice as much just by making drinks. It's crazy. So yeah, so host, Hooters girl, trainer, bartender, and the next thing is manager. So when you feel like you're tired of serving people, you don't want to be behind the bar no more, you don't want to be a Hooters girl no more, you definitely don't want to host, go ahead and be a manager. Now, I personally don't want to be a manager. That's not my ultimate goals with working at Hooters. I don't want to be a manager. It just seems like too much stress. I'm cool being a Hooter girl, being a bartender, like, I'm cool with that. But if you do have dreams of going into management, then that would be perfect for you. 9 times out of 10, they will hire somebody that's already working for the company. So if you already have been working for the company, you're a Hooters girl or you're a bartender, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna hire you for a manager position before they hire somebody from the outside. So if you do have goals or dreams or aspirations of going into management, then that would be great for you. You can always, start off as a host, then you're a Hooters Girl, then you're a trainer, then you're a bartender, and boom, now you are a manager. Okay, and one of my favorite opportunities that we're gonna talk about is the calendar. Hold on. So, as you guys know or may not know, I have been in the calendar 3 years in a row, and I'm hoping that I will be in the 2021, which we shot back in, when did we shoot for it? The end of June? Yeah, the end of June we shot for the 2021 calendar. If you guys have not watched that vlog, make sure you watch that when you click out of this video or when this video ends. So I'm gonna show you guys my pictures from the calendar years that I was in. So this was my first one. This was 2018. Yeah, 2018. And this is my picture. Hope you guys can see that. Okay, so actually this wasn't the picture that was in the calendar. I have the picture that was actually in the calendar somewhere. I may have shown y'all that picture already in another Hooters video that I did like 2 or 3 years ago. But this was the picture that was on the poster. They couldn't copy my actual calendar photo because the picture, it was in the calendar, so it was hard for them to like scan it. But this one was on a separate sheet of paper, so they was able to put this one on a plaque instead of putting my actual picture. But it's cool. So this was taken in 2018. It's my first time, and it was so exciting, guys. Like, it felt like a dream, literally. Because like I said, I've been working for the company since 2014, and I didn't make it into the calendar until 2018. I applied in 2017. I didn't get in. Then I applied the second year, 2018, and I got in. But there's so many girls who literally have been working there for years who apply and they never get in. So this was really something big to me. So this was my 2019 photo. Ooh, you guys can see that. My body looked so good. I'm not even that size anymore. Okay, I feel like you guys can't see this because the light is on it. Okay, that's better. So this is my 2019 photo. And then my 2020, I don't have a plaque yet, but I do have the picture that's in the calendar. And I do plan on getting my plaque soon. So this is my 2020 photo. Ooh, yes. And I'm excited to see what my 2021 photo is gonna look like because I'm speaking it into existence. Okay. So the next opportunity is the bikini contest. So every year, excluding this year, we couldn't do it due to COVID. But every year, Hooters has a bikini contest within the region of the store. So any surrounding stores within your region, you guys will all compete to go to the international pageant, which, okay, so the pageant was always held in Las Vegas every year, and then last year, 2019, they finally switched it up and it was held in Tahoe. Yeah, Lake Tahoe, California, or Reno. It was weird because it was like we were in California, but we was in Nevada at the same time. It was weird, y'all. But anyway, basically you will compete with the girls within your local region, and you guys will be competing to represent your city or state, your city, in the international Hooters pageant. So that again is a huge opportunity to be able to go out and represent your city, your store, your region, your division in an international. So when I say international, I'm talking about girls from China, girls from London, UK, like international pageant. That's huge. That's super huge. So last year I did compete. I made top 5, but someone else was actually chosen to go to represent our city, our state. So I was actually chosen to still fly out. They chose 3 girls from over the whole world to go out and be promo girls. So I'm getting to that. The next opportunity is promo promo opportunities. And with promo opportunities, there's so much you can do. Like, you can travel with the company, you can do things locally, you know, in your city or your state. But what I did was, me and 2 other girls from Texas, I'm from Tennessee, but me and 2 other girls from Texas, we were flown out to the international pageant. And basically what we did was promo events. We hosted the world's famous wing eating contest with all of the popular, well-known eating champions. We hosted events that showcased our Hooters liquor at the time that we were just getting. It was pretty new. We were basically servers for the judges, and one of the judges consisted of Chase Elliott. So that was amazing. That was a very, very amazing opportunity. That was a very amazing time. Like, if I can go back in time right now, I will go back to June 2019 because I was on a high that whole week. And we were there for a week. I was on a high that whole week because it was just like, wow, I can't believe I was chosen to be flown out here and be able to really like do this. Do this for my job. And it's crazy because they fly us out, they literally pay for everything, and on top of paying for everything, for our flights, our room, everything, literally, they still gave us an extra, I can't remember how much money it was. It probably was like $100 a day or something, but they gave us extra money on top of that to spend on like food. They fed us there, but if we wanted other food, we wanted to go shopping, souvenirs, like they gave us extra money for that. So yeah, working for Hooters, like there's so many different opportunities that you can definitely go for. And I definitely encourage anybody who works for Hooters to keep going. Don't just get stuck at being a host. Don't just get stuck at being a Hooters girl. There's so many other different levels, so many other different ladders that you can climb up to be up here, y'all, like up here. And lastly, another opportunity is tuition reimbursement. I think I've talked about this in another video that I made a few years ago, but basically tuition reimbursement is just where, well, this is for all my college girls. If you're not in college, this does not apply to you, but if you are in college, basically Hooters gives you money back for working for their company while you're in school. So if you work a great amount of hours and you make good grades, basically you're getting paid for that. The more hours that you work and the better your grades are, the more money you get. I know when I was in school, I was doing full time and my grades were really good. They were A's, B's, probably 1 C, and I was getting an extra like $500 a semester just for working at Hooters while being in school. Crazy, I know. And it may not be a lot to some people, but $500, $400, like just for working at Hooters and being in school, that's a really great incentive. So yeah, that's another great opportunity, tuition reimbursement. So if you are in school, after each semester, make sure you ask your manager or whoever you're working with about tuition reimbursement so that they can give you the information to fill that out. The last pro, the fourth pro about working at Hooters is the money. So I recorded 4 days of me working and what I made, so I'm gonna roll those clips in a few. But before I do, keep in mind that right now we are going through this pandemic right now. I know where I live, we're back in phase 2, so business has kind of slowed down a lot because people are afraid to go out and eat again. It's crazy. We can't allow that many people inside the restaurant, can't be full capacity, so money hasn't been as much as I usually would make, but it's still been pretty decent just for like 4 hours of working, because the hours now are like 4:30 to 9 some days, 4:30 to 10 some days. So I'm literally working like 4 or 5 hours, you know, a day and making, I mean, decent amount of money. The money that I make, some people make on a double. So I'm not complaining at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll the clips for you guys to see how much money I make at Hooters.